Before this video starts, I just want to say that I am okay with my dad now. This is just me growing up. Me and my dad talk now. We're cool now. So don't take this in any wrong way, or any dads out there, don't take this in any wrong way. But this is just my story and my success story without my dad in my life. So yeah, let's get to it. First things first is I want to make this video to just motivate like those kids that are out there that don't have their dads in their life, or maybe their mom in their life for such and such reasons. You can still be successful. You can still do whatever you want to do in life. You can still achieve and you can succeed. When I was growing up, around like the ages like 3 years old was when my dad first so he went to prison. So my dad went to prison once I was 3 years old, and this is when he first started. And since 3 years old all the way until I'm currently, I'd say around maybe when I was 18. Yeah, when I was around 18 years old, he finally got out of jail. But mind you, all these years he was in and out of jail. So I would he'll come out and then he'll go back in. He'll come out, he'll go back in. My mom tried to help him for the first couple of years that was going on. But as a parent, as a single mom, taking care of your kid and trying to bail the dad out every other month or every other time he gets out is kind of crazy, That gets overwhelming. She doesn't want to sit there and do that anymore, right? Which I don't blame her. So she stopped doing that. Then he started being in jail for a while, some time longer. He'll do his time, he'll get out, and then he'll go back. It was the same thing over and over, all the way until I was about 18. But for my story is growing up, I played football. Football was my favorite sport. I love football. I was always a good player in football. If you guys ever want to watch my old video, I reacted to one of my old football videos. I might put the tag or whatever you guys could see up there. So when I was growing up playing football, I've always been good. I just had natural abilities from my parents, which I'm forever grateful for. I have natural speed, natural abilities, natural ability to just learn quick. And I'm a winner, so they raised a winner, or I was born a winner, So I don't like to lose. I like to win at whatever I'm doing, even if it's just a video game. I like to win. Racing somebody, I like to win. Planning, doing anything, sports, I like to win. Even if I'm going against somebody way worse than me, I'm still not gonna let them win, because it's at the end of the day, it's they're gonna just brag about it, unless it's a reasonable reason to let somebody win. Although me being naturally talented at sports and stuff like that, I did work hard from time to time for what I was doing. I played football my whole life, pretty much growing up. I won 5 rings playing football, which was a success as a kid. Winning 5 rings was actually crazy. I won Heisman before playing. So in my videos, you guys might see all my different trophies and stuff like that. I was very talented. I was very good. I succeeded well without, having that father figure in my life. And I feel like I've grown to be a mature man. At this age, I'm only 19, and I'm probably up there when it comes to maturity. I was growing up pretty much in a household full of women. Besides my uncles, I had 2 uncles and my grandfather. Those were the only 3 men in my life for real growing up. I also, at a certain age, when I started playing football, I got close to my god brother. As you guys know, it's probably my old videos, his name Keith. Keith, that's my god brother, and his family took me under them like I was one of their own, It felt good, because it was like having a father in my life, and I had brothers, because I'm the only child. It's just me and my mom living right now. My godparents and my god brother, they moved to Texas, and now my god brother's in the military. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your service, Keith. You know what I'm saying? So to grow up without a family, and then to be with the family again, and then to go without a family again, pretty much, it was kind of hard for me, knowing that it's just me and my mom. And, before they left, not too long before they left, me and my mom was going through stuff together, which it happens. Me and her was just, going through a lot of stuff together, which we end up overcoming. But still, it was kind of fresh when they left. So it was a little bit quiet in the house. It was a little bit, it was a little bit too much silence for me, I was at my godbrother's house like every other weekend. We was always hanging out. And when they moved, it was like I'm back to, square one with no family again. Like, yes, I still had my family, but it was me and my mom. It's just me and my mom. So it was like a broken family for real. Like, my mom had to play both parts. And that's why I grind so hard to do what I do for her, I want to make this happen because of my mom. Like, I want to be able to, give her everything she gave to me. She never let me have no bad life growing up. I could never say my life was bad growing up. She tried her hardest, even when like she had an option not to. She could have stayed the same and kept, trying to bail out my dad and just kept chasing him, and it would have been the same results. I would have probably been living a worse life, But no, she bossed up. She said it's time to change, and she started grinding. And look where she got me, bro. Like, I got a whole car. I'm only 19. Like, I dropped out of college, and she trusts me. Like, she wants me to do this content stuff. You don't have too many parents that want you to do college and stuff like that, or you don't have too many parents that'll let you do this stuff. And I'm just forever grateful for my mom. Like, I had to, learn how to do everything on my own, and kind of get taught by women for real. Like, I never knew how to shave. I had to learn how to shave on my own. Like, I had to ride a bike on my own. I had to tie my first shoe on my own. I had to learn how to run full speed on my own, like it kind of just felt like everything I was doing, I had to learn on my own. And I know he gave me the natural abilities, him and my mother, but, it just didn't feel like it was a father figure there for me, and as I got older, I found another father figure, which is God, and he took me under his wing with open arms, with open arms, and he never left my side since. And God lifts me up every day. God talks to me. We talk every day, I talk to him every day. I pray to him every day. So he became that father figure that I look up to, that, I pursue the things I want to pursue because of him, And I believe in him. I trust in him. That's the way you're going to succeed right there. Is you can't think about what you don't have. All you can do is think about what you have, what you got. And that's what you need in that moment. God will put things in your path if it's meant for you. God's not going to throw it away. God's not going to move it out your sight. No, God's going to put what you need in front of you. And that's what you need. So you be grateful for what you got. You work with what you got, and you strive. You got to go hard. You got to go hard. And I'm about to start going hard too, because I realized I was slacking. I realized I got too comfortable. But we're going to tee up. We turning up now. We turning up. We dropping this content. I'm trying to help as many people as I can now, for real. Now I really understood, like, that all I needed to do was forgive, And it's hard to forgive, when you grew up your whole life without your pops in your life, I done had an amazing senior year playing football. I done won prom king. I done dated girls. I done put on my first condom without my dad. Like, I did so much stuff without him. Like, the one thing I can say he helped me with was get my first car. And that it didn't last that long, but I'm still grateful that he, gave me that, or he, guided me to get the right car, got the car. And even though it didn't last long, y'all know the Monte Carlo, even though it didn't last long, it's still like, it was something I had to learn. Like, I learned something in that moment that, like, yeah, he was trying to help me, but also, like, I can't just be buying any type of car without, like, checking it for real. Because I didn't check it for real. I just let him, like, pick the car. He bought it, and I just bought it off him, and then boom, it was just my shit. I had to really understand that I can, do different things without my dad. You had to come to this realization that, I got my own path now. I can't follow what he was doing. And that's the other thing. When you youngins, when you grow up, when you start to grow up, you gotta really understand what your pops was doing, or whatever your pops did. If you don't have your pops in your life, whatever he was doing, you don't do that. Yes, you might catch yourself slip one time, You may do something maybe he did, you like, oh, I gotta chill. But you need to catch yourself before you start following right under his footsteps and see where that got him. You know what I'm saying? You trying to change your whole generation. You trying to change your whole family. You the black sheep in the family. If you here and you ain't got no dad and you're still surviving and it's your mom that's helping you throughout this whole situation, bro, you gotta love your mom. Love your mom. Thank her for everything she ever done. Forgive your dad. I know it's gonna be hard, but forgive him. You just gotta forgive him. Give him to the Lord after that. You forgive him. You say you good. You forgive him. Boom. Now all that envy and stuff towards him is gone. Now you focus on you. You do what you gotta do, but you don't follow what he did. You don't go in that same direction that he did. Now you do something better for yourself, for your family. You have to think more than just yourself. At the end of the day, when you want all these riches and stuff, who are you helping at the end of the day? Are you helping your family, or are you just trying to look good for yourself? Sometimes you can't be selfish. It's hard, I know. It's hard, I know. Come on. I'm telling y'all, bruh, 15 years of my life without him, and look where I'm at now. Now I'm doing content. Now I got me a nice little job. Now I'm about to get another job. You know what I'm saying? That paying more now. I'm doing content. I'm being consistent. Come on. I'm not following in his footsteps. And y'all get to see this real life. Y'all get to see this real life. And that's why I'm gonna keep documenting my journey. I'm gonna keep making these videos for y'all. I'm gonna keep motivating y'all. I'm gonna keep pushing y'all, because you can do it. No matter your situation, you can work hard. You can grind. We the same. We both trying to we both trying to do the same thing, but we got to put in the work. How you gonna expect something you ain't putting in the work? But yeah, man, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. That was my, little experience growing up. Hopefully, like, in the future, if I'm bigger and stuff like that, we could get more into detail on things that happen in my life and stuff like that. But I love y'all, man. Enjoy this video. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. 3K on the way, man. We just hit 2,900 like 2 videos ago, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.